Right, this is special. This is a good one for me because I'm a QPR fan, of course, and I'm here with Mr. Ilias Chair, who was the winner of the Goal of the Month award. I shouldn't be putting this on grass, but it's hallowed turf, so it's okay. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I think the first thing we need to do is to dive into the goal. So I was wondering if you could just talk us through the goal itself. Feel free to have a little watch of that and just talk us through what was going through your mind when the goal was scored.
So yeah, and Rob Dickey driving in like he does a lot, and then I knew he was going to play that reverse pass. Then I didn't see anything on, and I just curled it in. Nice goal. Yeah, the winner as well, so it makes it extra special.
Well, that's it. So I sit in the upper loft, and I've sat with the same guys for years and years and years. And the more life goes on, the more you get comfortable sort of saying whatever you want when you're watching these games. So I'm there watching the game, we're passing and trying to get the victory. And you got the ball, and I just shouted, "Go on, Ilias, win the game, win the game." I just shouted win the game like 3 times. And then you went bang and scored that goal. And everyone around me went crazy with me because they were like, you called it. So you made me look good with my friends, which is great, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's good, I suppose.
It's great for you to be scoring goals, and you've got that number 10 shirt, and I'm sure you get reminded quite regularly of how important that number 10 shirt is for QPR fans. When you got that number 10 shirt, how did it feel, and how does it feel being the man who's wearing it for QPR?
Oh, it takes a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure as well, especially in the beginning, because people were saying maybe I didn't deserve it, maybe I was not ready for it, stuff like that. So I just like to take these kind of responsibilities on me. I like to take that pressure on me, and that's why I'm born to do this kind of stuff. And yeah, now no one is talking about that number 10 shirt anymore. It's all about, oh, I need to score, or I need to assist, or I need to do that. So no, I'm glad that I'm having it. My favourite number, my favourite players wore it. So
was that always your number?
That was always my number.
It was always your number?
Yeah, it was always my number. And yeah, my favourite players wore it. So I'm very happy with the number, but more happy with how the team is performing at the moment. Yeah,
it's going really well for QPR, which I'm delighted to say. But you are a big part of that, and it's been so great to watch you progress over the years. Just coming back to that number 10 shirt, because that's interesting that you talk about the pressure. So you're aware of that. I know you play with such freedom, but I guess there has to be a balance between high standards. I was watching one of your interviews recently, and you said to the reporter, to be honest, I've been a bit disappointed with my performances recently. That's not something that people normally say. You seem quite honest and realistic about your standards. How do you kind of deal with the balance between the pressure of being the number 10, but also having that freedom that you show on the pitch?
Well, I think the most important thing is about working hard. I try to work hard every single time I'm out there on the pitch. If it's on the training pitch, if it's playing a game, trying to work hard. And if you work hard, at the end of the day, you will get your reward. That's what I truly believe in, and also my consistency. I want to try and stay consistent. Like I said before in a previous interview, I said I can't be a 9 out of 10 this game and then a 5 or 6 out of 10 another game. I need to stay as consistent as possible, because that's what the top players do in this world. Their main thing is they stay consistent. So that's why I'm trying to improve my consistency and trying to work hard every single day.
That belief that you've got in yourself, is that something that's kind of grown over the last 3 years, getting more and more games? I know you've played over 40 games in the last 2 seasons. You're playing all the games this year, obviously a regular. It feels like the team has kind of grown over the last couple of years. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like the belief has grown in you over the last couple of years?
To be fair, I always had belief since the day I stepped in here. I had belief. I always thought about myself, not in an arrogant way, but I always thought about myself. I'm the best player. It's not to be arrogant, but if you don't have that mentality, you will never achieve the dreams that you want to achieve. And like you said, the team is growing. Like we are building a great consistency in winning games, and that is key for us, because the last couple of years, yeah, we had good players, we had good nice teams, but the consistency wasn't there, that winning mentality wasn't there, and I think we are building into that consistent winning team that wants to go out there, and teams are afraid of playing because we can do the nasty side, we can do the pretty side as well. So very happy and very delighted how the team's shaping up.
The goal that you've won the award for is quite representative of a few of the performances for QPR this season, where first half it's been holding onto the ball, maybe wearing the team down a little bit, and then in the second half kind of taking charge and getting that victory. Do you feel like there's a new level of patience within the squad as well when you're playing? Because we do keep the ball, don't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's tough. It's very tough to play against teams that they know that we QPR, we play football, so they drop off and they sit with 10 men behind the ball. So it's difficult to penetrate and to go and score the goal. So we need to be patient. We need to keep the ball ticking over, and we need to try and find and create them gaps, or create individual brilliance with a shot at the end, with an end product at the end. So for us, it's very important that we keep patient. We like to score in every single first half. We like that. But,
first minute, second, third.
But we know that it's not possible. We know it's a tough league. We know it's very good teams out there that are trying to come and win games. So we're just trying to do what we are best at doing, and that is scoring and not conceding.
What I love about QPR at the moment is the amount of... We've got a lovely balance between some experienced players and some younger players, but a lot of younger players coming through, like yourself, and a lot of younger players who've got a story, weren't just at top Premier League academies and then made their way to QPR or an EFL team, which you see quite often. I want to go back to your first days here. Talk us through coming to the country and having a few trials here and there. I know there's a few teams that missed out on you, which I'm delighted about. And then coming to QPR those first few days, because I think people don't know about that story when it comes to you, because they just think, well, this guy's a baller. This guy's scoring great goals. He must have always been great. And I'm sure you have always been great, but I think there's a story there where there's so many great footballers, but sometimes you just need that opportunity. What was it like when you got that opportunity at QPR?
Well, first off, I've got told by people around me that England wasn't for me, and that England, you need to be big and strong, and as a young player, I was 18 at that time. To hear that every single time is not great, but I always believed in myself, and I always believed in whatever league I would play, I would do good, and whatever.
Where does that come from? Because I think some people struggle with that belief. I think that's amazing that you've got it.
I can't tell you. I think it's just you just need to. I always listen to my dad, and my dad used to tell me always believe in yourself, because you the one out there that's playing, no one else. You the one out there that's playing. And what's the worst thing that can happen to you? At the end of the day, it's football. What's the worst thing that can happen to you? Upset a few people. If that's the worst thing that can happen to you, well, there's nothing in this life, because there's so many other things in life that are more important and more precious. So it's all about, for me, it's all about just trying to go there and enjoy it. Football is for me an enjoyment. I need to enjoy my football. If I'm not enjoying my football, I might as well stop. So I don't do it for anything else. I just enjoy it because that's what my first love was, and that will be my last love as well. So yeah, when I came here to England, I met Chris Ramsey, Paul Hall, and Andrew Impey at the under 23s, and I think without them I would never even succeeded in any English club, because obviously I wasn't fully mature yet in my body. I wasn't. I was a late bloomer, like they say. So I was 19, still a 16-year-old body, and they just developed me every single day. And I got my chance with Ian Holloway. He put me into the first team. Training-wise, I was doing my bits, but still wasn't there yet in a mature level. So I was learning a lot. And I knew one day if I got the chance, I will prove everyone that I'm ready for this. And yeah, and here we are.
Here we are. Is it sometimes you can only kind of see that, now when we're sat here and everything's going great, that maybe you needed that little bit of time to develop?
Yeah, I think it was very important for me to learn about patience. These 4.5 years I've been at QPR made me such a mature man, because I learned so much about football, and I learned about patience, and I learned about disappointment. I went from the highs and the lows to going to League Two at Stevenage, to all these things, and that make you better as a footballer, makes you better as a human being, makes you understand the game more, and that's what I'm trying to do, keep on growing in football.
And a lot of people don't know about how brilliant the youth setup is here at QPR now. I think it was something that QPR struggled to bring through players for a long time, but now there's so many of the guys kind of coming through. What, with those coaches that you're talking about, Paul Hall and Andrew Impey and Chris Ramsey, what makes it different? What are you learning here in the youth setup in those years? What's the focus?
Well, the focus is you focus on what you are good at, and you're trying to master what you are good at, and then you see what are you not good at, and then trying to better that. Instead of they're always whatever they are not good at, they're trying to improve that, and then they forget what they're good at. So yeah, they've been unbelievable with me, and I know they are my coaches, but I see them as real friends, as family, because I can go to them about football, I can go to them about in general life, and I've all credit to them. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
And that is a great lesson, I think, as well, because if you think about, people saying England's not for you because you're not 6 foot, but actually your strength is that you have that low centre of gravity, that you're able to get away from those players. So focusing on your strengths is obviously an important thing that's made you successful. I've got to ask you about Stevenage, because I put a tweet out and I got quite a few different questions from different places, but I know that they absolutely adore you at Stevenage to this day for what you did there, and scored some great goals out there as well.
I did,
you came alive at Stevenage. What happened there?
Again, I got lucky with the team there that I got, and I got lucky with the managers that I got there, Dino and Maria, the team that I had. They were just great lads, very welcoming guys, and Dino just told me, just go and play your game. Make sure you work hard defensively, but just go and play your game and you'll be fine. And that's what I did. And every single game you saw me growing confidence, and then when I came back to QPR, I could take that next step. But that Stevenage part was maybe the best decision I've ever did in my life, is going out there. And I always said to myself, no, I will not go to League Two. I don't know about League Two. I don't watch the game, so I don't know how they're gonna play and stuff. And then some players, they came to me. Angel Rangel, he came to me. He said, "Listen, don't worry about it. Just go out there, go play your games." Luke Freeman at the time as well. He said to me, "Go out there, play your games. Make sure you do well. I know it's gonna be tough because it's very different than every league you go higher up is gonna be easier for you, but League Two is gonna be different and it's gonna be difficult. But just go out there and play your game." And I went out there, played my game, scored a few good goals, got the love from the fans, which I love them too, by the way. So yeah, unbelievable.
I'm still waiting for that 45-yard screamer at Loftus Road, and hopefully it's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
What I think people forget about the EFL as well a lot of the time is that so many different teams play completely different styles. And what I really love about QPR now is we play great football. And that's what Mark Warburton's always been about, and he's come in and done that. And we've had a lot of managers over the years as well, and he's been here a while now, which is lovely. I want to talk about the squad now, because I really like the balance that's there, and it's a balance between young players like yourself. Let's talk about the front three in the recent games. Yourself, Chrissy Willock, and Charlie Austin. What's the balance like between the older guys and you younger guys?
I think it's perfect. It's perfect how it is right now. We understand each other. We can laugh and joke about everything. They help the younger players in stuff on the pitch, and the young players help the older players in the running wise and stuff like that. So No, at this moment it's been perfect. We have a very, very good group. We have Charlie Austin, obviously. We have Stefan Johansson, Albert Adoma. We have young players like myself, Chris Willock, Rob Dickey, Luke Amos that scored a winner yesterday. So, yeah, we have a good balance, and I think that's key to a good team. And we can do great things this year.
Is there anything specific from any of those, you know, Adoma or Johansson, of course, has come in, and Charlie Austin, that specifically they've given advice to you that you've been able to take on?
Well, obviously, Albert has been here now. What is it, a year and a half, and the other two they've been here 2 years almost, and every single day they are teaching us something new, some stuff that we can use on the pitch, like Steph is telling me how to get into the box, and Charlie is how I move in the box, and then Onks is about skills. Yeah, do whatever skill you like. But yeah, so they've been unbelievable, and all credit goes to them, because without them I don't think we would have been the team that we are now, because that maturity that we really needed. And I love playing with them guys.
And hopes for the rest of the season then? I know, you know, some people get carried away, others try and keep their feet on the ground. Where are you at with QPR? It feels like there's a real belief there.
No, there is a belief, of course. If you don't have the belief, you will never achieve that winning mentality that I was talking before. You have to have belief. You have to have crazy beliefs, if I'm honest. But as we said yesterday in the change room, is now we take every game by its own. We play now Derby, and then we only focus on Derby. We can't be focusing on any games after that. So we focus on Derby, then the next game comes, and then that's how we move on and trying to get 3 points every single time.
When it comes to QPR, game by game, that's fine. What's been really exciting for you recently is, and although the sun's shining here, it's not weather like there is in Morocco, and you've been able to kind of get your international debut. And I've got to ask, Delta Rapt was just such a stunning player for QPR. So exciting to watch. And of course there are some parallels between the two of you. You know, that the number on the jersey, of course the nationality as well that you're playing for. What's it like been playing for Morocco and playing with the Delta Rapt?
Well, playing for Morocco is a new feeling that I never experienced before. Obviously, it taught me a lot of lessons, because obviously you can train as much as you want here at QPR, then you go to Morocco and then you see all these international players that play in top leagues. Obviously that's all of a sudden different, and once you play with better players you become a better player yourself, and they teach me a lot of things as well. And playing with Adel, obviously now he's a bit older, he changed his game up, so now he plays more 2-touch kind of guy, 3-touch maximum, and yeah, unbelievable player. I always watch his clips back from back in the day where he was doing at QPR. Unbelievable, just what a great talent that he is, and I wish him all the best at Benfica.
And African Cup of Nations coming up, that's really exciting, but also it could be a recruitment drive. I think Adel Taarabt would be great in the midfield for QPR. Is there any chance you could maybe have a quick chat with him and try and get him to come back?
If you don't think I tried it already.
You've tried it already?
I've tried it already.
Go?
Listen, you got to speak to Ami and Tony for that one. Ruben, don't speak to me.
Okay, so I can, but that feels like that's enough to create a rumour, right, guys? That's enough to create a rumour. Right, so Adel Taarabt is coming back. We're going to have a midfield of you two.
That would be very nice.
As well.
That would be very nice.
Finally, I just want to touch on just one final number 10, because I think there is a lovely pathway there, and he's another player who's gone on to play in the Premier League and done brilliant stuff, and I know you're good friends with him, Abire Eze. What was it like kind of playing in a team with him, and what's it like catching up with him now? I'm sure you just stay in touch, seeing what he's done in the Premier League so far.
I promise you there's not one day that goes by that I'm not thinking I wish he was still here, because
It'd be over, wouldn't it?
Imagine me, Chris and Epps. Oh my days, that would be crazy. But no, obviously he's a good friend of mine. I watch his game at Crystal Palace. Has been doing really well. Last season has been fantastic, and this season came back from a horrible injury. Thank God he's back, and hopefully we can see him soon on the pitch, and surely I will go and watch his games and admire him, because he's such a great guy, such a great player, and hopefully one day we can meet again.
And I think hopefully you'll be sharing the pitch next season. He'll just be on the other side, hopefully, both in the Premier League. That'll be a happy day for me, for sure.
Or we go to the Premier League and we get him back.
That's it, hey. Yeah,
Hey.
that's loads of little transfer rooms here. I like it. Ilias, congratulations on your award. Lovely to chat to you.
No, thank you very
great
much.
watching you play every week. It's an
Thank you,
absolute
thank
joy.
you,
All the
thank
best.
you,
All the best.
thank you for having me. Thank you.